Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Generation X Nation. Again, if you like my channel, please like and subscribe. I only have a few subscribers. I do enjoy just coming on here and talking about some of these shows. Whew. The Love and Marriage Huntsville show, it's the gift that keeps on giving. I promise you. I don't know what Mr. King has created there, but that show is a hot mess. Not particularly the people. I'm just saying it's just a hot mess the way it flows. Um, my video today is going to be focused a little bit more on Martell and Destiny sitting at that doggone in that park like two homeless people talking about Melanie and then Martell's um, the adventures of Martell Hope, let's just say. From the way he talks, that man has probably never been faithful a day in his freaking life. I just don't get it. But anyway, let's just get started with this video. Again, everything is, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. All my commentary is in my opinion, and is alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Period. Again, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't know anybody personally. I only judge. I won't say judge. I only evaluate what I see on screen. I don't know you personally. You could be a nice person. So if I'm talking about you and it doesn't come out pleasant or the way you want it to sound, don't get mad at me. Get mad at the producers and the people who edit the film, because this is what we see. Okay, going forward. Starts out with Melanie, excuse me, not Melanie, Destiny and Martell sitting on that bench in the park. And my curiosity is a little different. As I say, over here at Gen X, I think a little differently. I know a lot of people comment on the show. I try not to listen to too many of the commentators because I don't want to try to mimic or copy what other people say. I try to come, at a different angle. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, now I done seen everybody's home. We'd have been to Melanie's home. We'd have been to Nell's, the Fletcher's home. We've been to Stormy and Courtney's home. We've been to Maurice and Kimmy's home. And we've also been to Marceau and Tisha's home. And what's the new couple? Latricia or Trisha and Ken. We've been to their house. It just kind of sparked my curiosity. Why haven't we been to Destiny's house? She came in and, again, no disrespect to her and what's going on with her dad. I don't wish that on anybody. I have a close family member right now that's going through, I like to say the C word. I don't put it out there, but she came in discussing some of her dad's medical issues. And then they sit down and they're talking. And of course, Martell, seemed concerned, but he wanted to get to the juice about what Melanie is doing. But I'm saying to myself, why come Martell just didn't go to her house and knock on the door? It's just odd to me. I never see Destiny's house. Now, I don't know if she lives in a house, apartment. She actually may live with her dad. I don't know. But for her to be on the show, and somebody made a quote last one or two episodes ago, oh, we're all millionaires and business people sitting at this table. Her and Martell seem like two homeless people. I don't know if they actually live in that park or not, but it's just beyond me that we never get to see Destiny's house. The only time I think we ever seen her home is when she was in the earlier seasons, and she was in a house, that her and the Barrett had shared together, I guess, for a little while. So I'm starting to wonder, Destiny, where do you actually live? Do you live with your dad, which is okay? But if you're this multi-millionaire businesswoman, entrepreneur, podcast, you're selling oils and candles and all that, you don't have an apartment, a condo, a townhome or something to yourself, it's okay to go and, check on your loved ones. I'm not saying don't do that. It's just odd to me. I've never seen your house. So that's a red flag for me. Martell, same thing. I'm assuming he lives with the young lady, Ariane. I don't know. But outside of the house you built, that they film in a lot. And I think there was one time that Destiny came by, y'all had a glass of wine, but that might have been in the house you was renting that Mr. Fletcher had to throw you out of. That was the last time I actually seen you in a home, when you got thrown out of the house Fletcher was. But where do you live? Do you and Destiny live on benches? I know you kept saying, Carlos King need to show my real life. I don't care if I get fired. Well, outside of Ariane, we looking for the rest of your real life. But you have to remember, you banned your children from being filmed, other than, I'm assuming, the one you had with Ariane. And she can't be on the show, so it's kind of hard to film your real life when you made sure that nobody in your real life could be filmed. Because technically, you could be filming yourself when the kids come over on their weeks and, going to their tennis games and doing stuff with them. But you blew that. So now you don't have nothing to film. You don't have a business to film. You don't have the children to film with. And nobody is going to film with old girl. So you kind of put yourself in a box. Now it's like, give us something interesting outside of Melanie. And you don't have any other storyline because you don't really work anywhere. Or I don't see you building anything. You say you building, but you're not. So, and the same thing with you, Destiny. You just said, oh, my business is e-commerce, which means you don't have a brick and mortar, and you just do stuff online. Well, Melody does e-commerce right out of her house. She doesn't have a warehouse like Stormy. Show us you at home packing up your shipment. Hell, even Tisha showed us last season her and her daughters packing up some stuff and shipping it off. We haven't seen any of that. So you two, you and Martell give me red flags. Like y'all are literally on this show fronting, don't have as much as you claim you have, and this show is pretty much a good source of income for you guys. And y'all need to get all the film time you need in order to get checks. And Destiny, you really have been pushing it because I think every episode you pretty much been on there acting like a butthole. And that's just what it is. And I try not to cuss, but I tell you, I'm a cussing Christian. And as I go through this, I probably start losing a little bit of profanity. Um, it's just weird to me that you and Martell are still on the Melanie's hate train. I'm like, my God, how it's been almost 4 years. The first thing out of Martell's mouth, you're going back and forth. Oh, well, yeah, yeah, that's Mel, this and that. And I'm like, do you guys have any other thing to talk about outside of Melody? And you're talking about Sonny and Moses and Martell. Are you ever talk about it's Melody and how you going to tell on Marcel and Maurice? Everybody know y'all probably was all the three amigos running through Huntsville and Atlanta. We ain't dumb. We know y'all were out there doing what you do, but guess what? They didn't get caught. You did. And unlike them, they didn't fall in love with their side piece. They did what they had to do and send them chicks on. As they say, left the money on the nightstand and kept on going. You decide to have a full blown relationship with another woman and tell her you love her. That doesn't look good. I just wish you and Destiny would try to find something else to talk about other than Melody because it's getting draining. It's giving us, we're tired of hearing it. It's disrespectful. And we're burnt out on that whole storyline. We literally are burnt out. Y'all are divorced. Move on. Because at this point, if you don't move on, we're gonna start calling the show Melody and Friends or Melody and Company because everybody is circled around her. Nell goes home to talk to Chris, talking about Melody. Not Maurice and Kimmy talking about Melody. Hell, even Trisha and Ken talk. They don't even know the lady, but they had to throw her in there as though she did something to them. That's what's burning us out. We need each and every individual couple there to focus on their own lives. Give me something. Give me something. And another thing, Martell, if you don't really get your act together, people are slowly starting to love Marceau. I always like, and I've said it in every video prior to this, so this is nothing new. I've said it the first video I ever made, whatever. I love Marceau and Tisha. I just always said I wish she'd give her wings and let her do what she wants to do. But Marceau is comic relief. I think he's a great guy. And I think as the show has went on, I've watched Marceau progress into a better human being. I've seen him in the beginning. I've seen where he's at in the middle. And I see him now becoming the top guy on the show. He's giving good advice. He's using common sense. He's thinking critically. And he's not just being a yes man. He doesn't say yes to everything his wife does. He doesn't, seem to think everything the girls do is correct. If he sees something wrong, he will go and correct it. He will make sure that he gives them the other point of view. He just doesn't jump on the bandwagon and say, if everybody else doing it, I'm doing it. Now, there may have been a time that he did that, but now I see a different Marceau. And that's what we like to see, that elevation, leveling up. Marcel, kudos to you because you are really, really doing a good job. And that's just my opinion. Okay. Maurice and Kimmy gives me nothing. But back to the park bench. Y'all look like two hobos. Let's just keep it real. You look like two freaking hobos sitting on that damn bench. I need to see your homes. I need to see Destiny start working on her business. I need to see Destiny walk in the scene that don't require her to talk about Sonny, Moses, or Melody. I need you to walk in the scene and tell us about your business. I need you to tell me what you're doing. I need you to be dropping some shipments off. I need you to be showing us some space. I need you to show us your house you're remodeling or something. Give me something. Cause this Melanie shit we're tired of it. This Sunny shit, we're tired of it. And you're disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Um, there's some clips I want to show, just a couple of clips where you can see where I'm talking about. In every video that I've posted about Destiny, I've said, I know Melanie's friend, I forget her name, said that the Tisha was the ops. She got that wrong. I always put Tisha as a friend of Melanie. You know, she's a shaky friend, but she is a friend of Melanie. And I know if push come to shove, Tisha would be there for Mel. But Destiny, not so much. I don't trust Destiny as far as I can see. And I've said that on and my stance has not changed on Destiny. And she's always been just a little snake to me. She's a little snake in the grass. And again, don't know you personally. Everything is alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. But with that being said, what they show on screen with you, Destiny, tells me that you're a liar, you're a snake, you're not to be trusted, and you are not a girl's girl. You are not, you could not be in the girl group. I would take you out of the group chat because you are only in it for what serves your purpose. The hell with everybody else. You ran around that whole trip complaining about how your feelings were so hurt, how she did you so dirty. I can't believe y'all talking about this, talking about that. But then when it came to Mel, you had no freaking sympathy for her. You went in every freaking confessional and talked shit about her. Every time, even when she was breaking her ass to be nice to you. And at the end of that freaking conversation, sit on that park bench, you two hobo looking bums, you gonna sit here and, tell Martell, I'm done with her. And she said that was respectful cheating and da this and talked all that shit. But you left out the part, or either they edited out the part when you had to move Stormy so you could sit next to Mel. You left out the part when you told Mel, I love you and I'm sorry. Sorry I had to do this to you. You skipped all that shit when you was talking to Martell. See, that's what I'm saying. You ain't to be trusted. You are not to be trusted. And you wonder why your fan base is not where it should be. Your products are not moving the way they should be. People have to be drawn to you and like you in order for you to be successful. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter what talent you have, whatever. If you don't have an audience who is drawn to you and you're not selling a product that they are willing to spend money on, you're not going to be successful. Period. It's an easy formula. People have to like you and you have to have a product that they want to buy. It ain't that hard. Your biggest problem is people don't care for you. I ain't saying they don't like you. I'm sure you got a friend base. Everybody got friends, but you don't have enough to sustain your lifestyle. So what you need to do is try to rebrand yourself and get your fans back in there. But you have went on season after season after season being such an asshole that's going to be hard to rebrand and get you a fan base. It really is. Because you would never admit you done anything wrong. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to pump up some videos, case in point, what I'm talking about. The first one I'm going to be listening to is when you guys were at the, the girls trip, and you apologized to Melody, but then you went behind the confessional and said something totally different. Listen up.
Apologizing for what I said. No. She was a big proponent of respectful cheating. I said what I said and I meant what I said. I was apologizing that I had to say it. I'm sorry I had to do that to you. I did not want to do this. I don't want to go there, but you can't keep being so hypocritical and not living in your gray areas. Like, you are not black and white. Let's see this gray. How are you feeling?
Now, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You could barely hear it at the beginning, but you said, I love you and I'm sorry. And then y'all got to talking and Melanie said, it's okay. And then y'all was all love, you was all lovey-dovey with her. And then all of a sudden, right after that, you sitting here talking in the confessional saying a whole nother story. A whole nother story, Mel. I'm not sorry. Destiny, you cannot be trusted. You cannot be trusted. And then after that, after you said all of that, y'all go out to dinner and you can't help but to sit next to her. Listen up.
We have plenty of now, who took my seat, Stormy? You want this seat? I told her. Go ahead. I can. Yeah. Look at you. Have an amazing sit down. I'm surprised Destiny is fighting for that chair to sit next to Melody. So I'm assuming the conversation on the mountaintop must have worked. And they have found some particular inroad back to the hi-hi and kikiing with each other. Because this right here almost looks like old times.
Then, once you got done dealing with Melanie and making up your, confessionals behind the scenes, smiling in her face and basically dogging her out in the confessional, then you went after Sonny. The first thing you're going to do, y'all on the boat, everybody's having a good time trying to conversate. Sonny mentions about trying to have children. Somebody mentioned children. Sonny said, hey, I'm trying to have children with my husband, her husband. Moses is her husband. And all of a sudden you all upset and you're just so hurt. You got a child. Sonny doesn't have a child. You have a child. However he got here, whoever the baby daddy is, has nothing to do with this conversation. You had the honor of giving birth and bringing a living, breathing human being into this earth. Give that lady the same honor and respect to have with her husband, just like you allegedly had one with your husband. You act as though she's wrong for wanting to have a baby with her husband. That doesn't make sense to me. You're talking about, having a baby with my ex. He's your ex. He's not your husband. He's your ex-boyfriend, quote unquote, that y'all had been apart for some time. You act like she owe you an apology for trying to have a child with her husband. But in true Destiny fashion, listen to what she says.
Just in this moment, hearing Nell ask, a woman that betrayed me, Sonny, about having kids with my ex that wanted to have kids with me. And it just feels very not good.
And even after Sonny apologized to you at the final dinner, when y'all sitting there in white, Mel giving out white roses to everybody, trying to make this the final dinner, that wasn't good enough. You didn't accept the apology. You was just hurt. You're this, you're that. Can you think about anybody other than yourself? If I was Sonny, I'm at the point, stop freaking apologizing to her. Like, seriously, just stop. She doesn't even deserve your grace or your mercy. That's your husband. Don't apologize for having a husband. Let her go out and find her one. Yeah, did she know him before you did? Fine. But it's over. You can't go back and undo the damn past. Just live for the future. And she apologized. And here you go with your stank ass face. I don't accept their apology and this and that and the third. And go on your confessional with your bullshit. And people wonder why. Just look at yourself in the mirror, Destiny. I'm just running out of words at this point.
Today, we did fall in love. You know what I'm saying? And that's my truth. Everybody has their own truth. You know what I'm saying? And Amen. Yes, apology. Y'all. Yes. Come on, y'all. Yes, over the beautiful island. No, everybody's friend now. Yeah. No, that's sincere though. Y'all was trying me out. In this moment, I see Sonny for who she is, and I know that her apology is not to me, it's to this group. Because the receipts were pulled, and the book was strong. She wanted to save face, which is why she got no response from me. But I'm thinking in my head, what the hell? I said.
Now, after that particular scene, and everybody finishing up, and people trying to say nice things to each other, there you go with this negative, nasty freaking attitude again. Mel looks at you and asks you what's wrong, and then there you go. I don't have to say everything was great. Whatever. First of all, you wasn't even freaking invited on a trip. You were a freaking +1. You weren't even supposed to be there. And you were the most negative person on the trip, had the most shit to say about the trip, and you wasn't even freaking invited. And you come there with your negative energy. And then at the end, make that little negative comments in the confessional. And you wonder why Mel don't fuck with you. This is what we talking about. See, Gen X Nation, people from my time frame, we wouldn't fuck with you either. We see you, we go the other way. We ain't got to fight and cuss you out. We just won't deal with you. You come into the crowd we standing in, we'll get up and excuse ourselves. All right, y'all, I'll see you later. I got to go. My kids waiting on me. Oh, I got to go. I got something to do. We would just walk the fuck away. You'd be standing there by your damn self. Because we knew how to do shit politely. We knew how to give people the message, but we ain't had to cuss you out, talk about your mama, none of that shit. We'll just get up and freaking leave and excuse ourselves in a polite way. And you'll be standing there looking stupid like, why nobody want to hang around me? But see, this generation, y'all kind of want to, coddle people, save face, and be kind. Fuck that. If that was me and she came into my vicinity and I didn't like her, I would politely excuse myself. I see y'all later. I got to go and go on somewhere else, go on downstairs, have me a margarita at the damn bar. I wouldn't even be in her space. She's negative Nancy. I appreciated that the fact that Mel tried to make it the trip comfortable for everybody, but you ain't gonna be able to please everybody. And that girl right there was not somebody you wanted to please. But if you think I'm lying, listen to her final confessional.
Cause you just sitting there like this, you didn't clap, you didn't say. I have to do everything everybody do. I'm just saying. I don't disagree that this has been a good trip and you've done a good job as a host, but it's like the Twilight Zone. Like, oh my God, you're amazing. Everything you do is perfect, and like, can we just be ourselves? Can we be real? Can we sit in a moment and enjoy and everybody be on the same playing field? I don't know. It's just too much ass kissing for me. It's a day when I had to listen to my friends ask Sonny about having children with my ex. As a woman, like, I think y'all would know that that's a hard conversation to have in front of someone. So that was a low. Okay.
But that was a low. But when you sat there in front of everybody at the table, including the two ladies who are no longer there, and said, we were sitting there discussing how to teaching the young lady how to respectfully cheat. You're sitting there telling everybody at the table that Mel was calling the side piece and teaching her how to respectfully cheat, and then said her mother was pimping her out. But that wasn't a low. All because Destiny said it. So, because Destiny was mad and Destiny was upset. It was okay for you to talk that low or go that low with somebody, but you felt it was low that somebody discussed having a baby with their husband in front of you because your little feelings hurt because he didn't choose you, he chose her. You are freaking delusional. And this is what I say about Destiny. Destiny is not your friend. She is not your friend. And if you're out here thinking she is, and again, this is all alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Everything I said and played was basically what Destiny said on TV. So I'm basically judging, making this commentary based off of what you're saying. I ain't putting nothing in your mouth. This is everything that came out of your mouth. Sometimes the hypocrisy is not seen at first until you play it back and see it in your own head. Now, I don't know what happened between the time they filmed and the time she went in that booth and started talking about Melanie, because I know the confessionals are usually after they wrap up the scenes or wrap up for the season, they go back and do confessionals. Maybe something happened in between there. But you were very rude, very disrespectful, and you treated people like shit on that trip. But you wanted everybody to kiss your ass, talking about kiss Melody ass. No, you wanted people to kiss your ass. Oh, it's me. Oh, it's me. Oh, I'm hurt. Oh, my heart's broken. Girl, get over it. You know how many women out here in this freaking country got their heart broken by a man? You know how many women out here today, last year, last week, 10 years ago, dated a dude for 3, 4, 5, 7 years. He broke up with you and 2 months later married some other chick. It happens all the time. Is it hurtful? Hell yeah, it hurts. A lot of women went through it. Yeah, it hurts. But guess what? You get over it. You don't dwell on it. Find something to do. Occupy your time. Go work on your businesses. Leave Melanie name out your mouth because we're tired of it at this point. I know the ratings are going up. People happy. It's going up because Melanie is the freaking center of attention. And y'all think, oh, if I take her off this, we can boot her off her own show. Not going to happen because nobody want to see you. Ain't nobody falling for Trish. Ain't nobody gives a shit about Martell. Ken, big doofy behind, and he can say what he want to say. He's a doofus chasing behind that married woman like that, but that's a whole nother story. The point I'm making is when people tell you something, just take the time to evaluate it. It don't mean they saying it in a nasty way. Destiny, you really got some freaking problems. I don't know why you hate this lady again. I don't know all the ins and outs. And I'm not going to say Melanie's perfect. I seen a little side comment she made. There were some times on the trip and I felt, Mel, you probably should have handled that differently. But she didn't do anything so outrageous. Neither did Tisha, neither did Kimmy. But you was making that whole trip of trying to make it all about you. Mel, Sonny, and Moses, which is the hot topics of the show. Find you some damn business. Really. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and log off this one because I can go on and on and on about that Dusty Destiny. If you like my channel, please, if you like my commentary, just like and subscribe. I'm not trying to get money off nobody. I just kind of like doing this in my off time. And this is Generation X Nation. And I do enjoy doing these recordings. I'm going to do another one after this on Love at the Lockup. I kind of took a liking to that show too. There's one or two characters that I can, try to read from one end to another. But if you like my commentary, like I say, please like and subscribe, and I'll try to get more stuff up as, I do get busy. The holidays coming around, so I'll try to upload more videos as I can. I appreciate everybody who has listened to my videos and did like it or made a comment, whatever. And I hope everybody have a wonderful holiday weekend and enjoy your family. Don't eat too much, and you guys be safe out there during this time. And with that being said, this is Generation X Nation. I'm Gen X, and I'm out.